Okay, so we're going to be making this headband today. This is our headband kit that we have on our Etsy shop.
You can visit our website at garnersewingroom.com. Here, you can see different offers of sewing. From kids classes to adult classes and with different prices. We also offer for private lesson, for appointments. You can also visit our online shop from this website. We offer backpacks, fabrics, sewing kits, and many more. Check it out at www.garnersewingroom.com.
So what you're going to need is you're going to grab your kit that comes with your instructions. It also comes with your pieces. It comes with a safety pin and a piece of elastic. So go ahead and grab your materials out. Your kit will also come with pins. Okay, so we have our 2 pieces of fabric for our headband. We have our elastic and our safety pin. So this is everything that comes inside your kit. Go ahead and open up your directions. Okay, so it says to place your headband pieces together with pretty sides touching. So what I'm going to do, I'm going to move this stuff out of the way. I'm going to get my headband pretty side facing up, and I'm going to put the other one on top, just like that, pretty sides touching. Now it tells me to fold in each end by 1/2 inch. So if you don't know exactly what 1/2 inch is, you can grab a ruler. You can go ahead and mark out 1/2 inch. And you could use any type of tool that you would like to make a mark on that. Okay. So once you make that 1/2 inch mark, you're going to fold it at that mark. Just fold it back. And then just kind of score it with your finger. I'm going to do the same thing to this end. Now it says to pin in place. When pinning, you want to go through all the layers of the fabric and then come back up. I find it easier if our pin is coming out of the fabric, like this. So now we're going to pin along each side. There you go. So now what we're going to do is we are going to sew along each side, each long edge with a 1/2 inch seam allowance. So what we're looking to do is sew along this side and this side, the long edges. We are not sewing on the short ends. Okay, so go ahead and grab your sewing machine and bring it towards you. Lift your needle, open your presser foot, and push away. You have a cutter right here at the side of your machine. Go ahead and put those threads towards the back. We've got one side sewn. Now we're going to do the other side. Okay, now you can go ahead and remove those pins on each side, and we're going to clip our tails. Okay, so here it is sewn on each side. Now what we're going to do is you're going to grab the safety pin that's come with your kit. You're going to open up the safety pin, and what you're wanting to do is open this flap here where it's folded down. You're going to open that up, and okay, now what we're going to do is we're going to come in from the back in through the front like that. Make sure it's closed, and we're going to have the head of the safety pin go down into the fabric. And now what we're doing is we're making our fabric go across the safety pin. And then what you want to do is just pull on each side. Once you've pulled on each side, just continue to move on down. What you don't want is a lot of bunching happening, so that way you can actually maneuver this. So on this side over here, it is folded down, so we're just going to open that up. And then we're going to push the safety pin right out through that opening. Okay. And then we're going to go ahead and continue to push on each side. Pull it until our headband has come out. So what you can do is take your safety pin off and put it to the side. So here is where you can have an adult help you. If you are a teenager, or if you are allowed to use an iron, you can use an iron right now. If you are a young child and you are not permitted to use an iron, please do not do so. Ask for help from someone who can. So what we're trying to do right now is just kind of pull on these seams. Right? And pull on those seams and just kind of press it down with your hand. We're just trying to make it flat. So see the difference from this side to this side? So we're just going to make it flat with our fingers, and how you do that is you just pull at that seam and you can push it out. Take your time here, especially if you're not able to get it to an iron. It takes a little bit of time, but it's well worth it. There we go. See, I was able to do it without an iron, so you can do it without an iron. It just takes a little extra time. Even at the iron, you still want to make sure it's still nice and flat and it's not squished together. So you do want to make sure your seams are coming out. Okay, so now we're going to go on to the cutting of the elastic. So this elastic comes 8 inches. You can cut it down to 7, 5, or 4, depending on your head size. So what you're trying to do is make sure that when you put it around your head, that it comes to either side of your ears, from the back to your ears. If it's really big and it's not stretching, you're going to want to go ahead and cut that down a little bit and try it on again. If this size fits you because you are an older child and you have a bigger head, then you can go ahead and use this size. So I'm going to go ahead and use this size today. What we're going to do is there's 2 sides of the elastic. There is this dull side, and then there is this shiny side. I want the shiny side to be up. So what I'm going to do is insert my elastic into one opening right here. So it's nice and pretty because we folded it in. And now we're going to pin it in place. Be careful when pinning that you don't stab yourself, okay? So just be careful, pins can be sharp. I'm gonna go ahead and pin that there. And I'm gonna go ahead and sew this end before I clip my next side. It makes it easier when sewing. Okay. So you can go ahead and take it and put it underneath the presser foot. Put my presser foot down, needle down. I'm gonna go ahead and sew a couple. One. So right here I can see that my needle is not close to my pin, but I don't want to lose my elastic. So I'm going to take my seam ripper and just hold it there. I'm going to go one more, and then I'm going to go back. Okay, now we're going to go and move forward again. Nice and slow. Okay, just move move the seam ripper out the way so that it does not hit the needle. We're just trying to make sure it stays straight. Okay, go back, couple. Okay, lift it up, remove it from the machine, cut your threads, and snip your tails. Good. All right, now we're going to repeat the same process with this other side. So what we're going to do is just make sure that our elastic is facing the same direction. It's not twisted. So what I like to do is just make sure nothing is twisted. Okay, fold it up and insert it into the headband. Okay, you want it to make sure that it's at least a thumb width inside. So just kind of peek in there and make sure enough of it's inside so that when you go to stitch, it's not coming out. Go ahead and pin it in place. Okay, and oops, sorry. Okay, needle down. Back stitch. Okay. The smaller your elastic is, the harder this is going to be because it's going to come in closer. If that's the case, because you have a small piece of elastic, make it go like this. It's okay. You don't have to stitch on this side. It just gives this a little bit less ease, a little bit less stress on there if you have a smaller piece of elastic. Okay, clip off, trim off all of our tails. And there is your headband. Okay, thank you so much for watching this tutorial. If you've liked it, please make sure to go ahead and give it a thumbs up. Don't forget to like and subscribe to our YouTube channel for more of these wonderful tutorials. If you're looking to purchase this kit, it is available on my website at garnersewingroom.com, and it's under my online shop, and it's under sewing kits. If you have any questions or comments, please leave them below, and we really appreciate everything. Thank you very much.